Okay guys, and we are back with Super Metroid, and I just arrived at the save point earlier. We're about 2 steps away from fighting the Spore Spawn, which is actually an entirely skippable battle if you know what you're doing. But, well, if you know what you're doing, you're gonna fight him anyway. You're gonna have to get, to get 100%, so, because there's a super missile pack behind him. But it is possible to get super missiles before you fight the boss. Well, supposedly what you're supposed to do is fight the Spore Spawn to get your first super missile. And so there's not a huge thing to gain by... Well, there is actually, because you would, like, skip the boss battle entirely, but... and sequence break or something, but... and I'm not trying to, like... I don't really have a plan for this or anything, like... Because, I kind of wall jumped that. Kind of messed up, but the Mockball trick, I've actually been practicing it for like a half hour, and I finally did it for the first time just now. So right away I started recording, which is probably not the smartest idea. I probably should have done it 2 or 3 more times just to make sure I was good enough at it, but basically the idea is if you come into this room and you try to run across here, these things are going to come down and stop you. But if you're a ball, you can actually get under them, but you can only get past like the second one, or the first or second one. And then the second or third one will block you. So the trick is you have to actually be a ball and be going at the same speed as if you were running. So the only way to do that is to start here, run, and jump before you come through the door. And then just like that, well... there's actually quite a bit to it. If you look it up online, there's tutorials on how to actually do this, but I actually did it, and I couldn't believe that I did it. I was like... Half the time I don't even make the jump before I get through the door. That's where I keep screwing up. I guess I could use the energy, though, from killing those things. I didn't even pick that up, as you saw there. I don't know how many times I'm going to try this, but... kind of like to get it in this video, but... Oops, I didn't even jump that time. What the hell was I thinking? The thing of it is, when you turn into a ball, you actually have to do it at the same time as you hit the ground. And if you bounce, you're doing it wrong. Like, for instance, if I were to do this, I'd bounce. But if you do it just before you hit the ground, or just as you're hitting the ground, you won't bounce. So there's a slight difference there. Well, don't go through the door if you're not going to do the trick, dude. What are you thinking? You're wasting time here. Of course, this whole video could just be me trying to do it and then eventually succeeding at the end or something. I don't know. But when I first did it, it's like I couldn't believe that I had done it because it didn't seem like anything different. It didn't seem like I was going faster as a ball or anything, but somehow I made it through, so it's really quite amazing. And you have to hold the jump and the speed buttons down as you're doing it. Yeah, I'm not sure what I did that time, but you're not going to get it on your first try, that's for damn sure, because I know I didn't. Of course, I would have had it any of the other hundreds of times that I did it exactly right and just didn't happen to keep one of the buttons down for long enough or something. Jump up. No, that's not gonna do it. Whoa, wait a minute, that did it! Oh, sure, when I say that's not gonna do it, that just did it. I just did it. I don't believe it. Well, how about that? So that's the Mockball for you. Failed. Okay, I don't know how much of that I'm actually gonna cut out, but I'm up to 9 minutes now, so... That's a reserve tank. I don't really have any use for that now, but it will store energy for you, and you can use it. You can actually set it to auto, so that if you die, it'll bring you back to life. Get a couple more missile tanks here. If you come back and get this later, you don't need it as much then, and if you bomb the wall, there's actually another one back here. How could I forget this? Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut some of that failure out, or fast forward that, or something. Because that was just redonkulous, man. Nobody wants to sit there and watch that for frickin' 8 minutes. And be sitting there failing. Okay, and then to get the super missiles, you have to go up here, right? No. Well, maybe that's outside. Yeah, I believe it is, actually. Yes, it is. You have to wall jump. No, I don't think you have to wall jump, but, well... Yeah, I guess you do have to wall jump. Okay, fine. It's not a problem. Well, yeah, if you stay on the right side of the... If that thing would get out of here, that would be nice. You're so distracting. Holy cow, look at all these monsters up here. Super missiles before the Spore Spawn. Hell yeah, we're sequence breaking already, boy. How much more of this am I gonna do? I don't know. I could just go ahead and do these all out of order. I don't know. But then it wouldn't be a normal playthrough, and I think a lot of people are saying, you know, that there's not a lot of Super Metroid LPs out there. And part of the reason for that is because most of them specialize in some crap, you know, like sequence breaking or playing a different hack of it or speed running it or whatever, you know. So there's not enough, like, just normal playthroughs, I guess, is the common complaint there, which is why maybe people were looking forward to me doing it, and now I'm sitting here being an overachiever just like them. But I don't know, maybe not, maybe it's not that bad. So what are we gonna do? Stop the video in the same place we started it? I don't think so. Well, basically I showed you that you can get super missiles without fighting the Spore Spawn, so you don't have to actually fight the Spore Spawn at all, because the only reason you would fight him is to get your first super missiles, your quote-unquote first super missiles. Get out of here, side hopper. What are you doing? Oops. Yeah. You know, I hear people say that wall jumping is hard, but I just like, wow, it's really easy to me. So, here we go. Yeah, I like to use missiles on these guys, it's just simpler. You have to kill them to open the door anyway, so... Oops. And usually they drop more for you, so it's not a big deal. Here we go. Are we gonna have time to beat this guy? Well, let's see how super missiles work on this, because I've never actually tried that before. Because it doesn't give you much time to actually hit him. He opens his mouth for like a half a second. Well, actually 2 seconds, but if you hit him with something, he closes it right away, so... I don't think you can hit him from below, but don't quote me on that. Oh, man. Holy cow. He's changing colors already, boy. Well, I'm just gonna wait here. Well, I suppose we could actually kill off some of the little guys, maybe get our super missile back. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy crap. Yeah, this is definitely going by faster. This is one of those fights that's just annoying, you know, because you can't just get on with it and do the damage. You gotta wait for him to become vulnerable. Okay, here we go. He's about to do it. Ooh! Oh, man. God, he's getting dark. He must be getting moldy. He's like some old plant that's dying, but yet he's still moving. That would be scary if a plant really could move. Like if you had a plant in your house and it was that dark, but it was still, like, growing. Okay, that's it for you. Now I'm out of super missiles, but who cares? I wasn't supposed to have them in this fight anyway, right? You get to pick some up. I always thought the super missiles sort of looked like heads, the ones that you pick up when a monster drops one. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's go get our first super missiles for the win. Whoops, excuse me. These are good grinding spots when you see pipes like that with monsters coming out of them. So here we go. That's gotta be a long fall. And there's your first super missiles, or should we say second. If you have to get them anyway, if you're gonna have to get them anyway, you might as well get them now while you're here, so we don't have to do too much backtracking. I'm pretty sure if I end up wandering around where it's close to where something is, most of the time I'm gonna remember that something's there, hopefully. So you have to use super missiles to open the green doors. Then you come out in a secret room like this, and look at that! A block that takes a super missile to destroy, and then you just come through the side here, and guess what? We're back in familiar territory again. Oh, and look at here, another missile capsule. And I believe if we bomb the wall there, we head down, we're going to get the charge booster, so go ahead and pick that up, and that'll be it for this video. I'm recording before work again. So it's 2 a.m. right now, and I'll leave in a half hour. Just go, at least go out and start the car anyway. Hopefully there's not like snow out there or something. Wasn't there something back behind this thing here? I'm pretty sure there is. Oh, you need power bombs to get that shit, yeah. Fine, be that way. Well, you know what? I'm just going to go back into the charge beam room, and I'm going to stop here, because this is a good place to stop. Because I picture, like, in between videos, Samus is probably going to sleep for a while. So, I'm going to let Samus take a nap. And next time on Metroid, Super Metroid, we'll get some more crap. So, see ya.